Imagine a world without the internet. No instant access to information, no online shopping, no social media, and no way to instantly communicate with people across the globe. It's hard to picture because the internet has become such an essential part of modern life, from checking the news in the morning to streaming movies at night. From online banking to remote work, the internet is deeply woven into the fabric of our daily routines. But this revolutionary technology didn't just appear overnight. It was born out of necessity, shaped by visionaries, and transformed by decades of innovation. The journey of the internet begins in the depths of the Cold War, a time of intense rivalry between the United States and the Soviet Union. With nuclear tensions rising, military strategists worried about communication vulnerabilities. If a nuclear attack wiped out central communication hubs, how could the country still function? The US Department of Defense sought a solution, a decentralized system where information could still flow, even if parts of the network were destroyed. This led to the creation of ARPANET in the late 1960s. ARPANET, short for the Advanced Research Projects Agency Network, was a groundbreaking idea, a network of computers that could share information over long distances. This concept of packet switching, breaking messages into smaller parts and reassembling them at their destination, was revolutionary. Pioneers like J.C.R. Licklider, Robert Taylor, and Lawrence Roberts played critical roles in making this vision a reality. Then, on October 29, 1969, something historic happened. A computer at UCLA sent the first ever message to another computer at Stanford. The message was meant to say login, but only the first two letters, LO, were received before the system crashed. It was a humble beginning, but it marked the birth of the internet. The 1970s and 1980s saw rapid advancements. More universities and research institutions joined ARPANET, and new technologies improved its capabilities. In 1973, ARPANET went international, connecting to a computer in Norway. Around the same time, Vinton Cerf and Robert Kahn developed the TCP/IP protocol, which allowed different networks to communicate seamlessly. This was a game changer. It transformed ARPANET from a small research project into the foundation of a global network. By the early 1980s, ARPANET had grown beyond just military and academic use. Private organizations and commercial businesses saw its potential, and the idea of a truly interconnected world began to take shape. Meanwhile, in the 1980s, personal computers were becoming more common, and companies like Apple and IBM played a major role in making computing accessible to the public. People were beginning to see computers as tools, not just for research, but for everyday use. But there was still one major limitation. These computers weren't easily connected to one another. That changed in 1989 when a British scientist named Tim Berners-Lee introduced a revolutionary concept: the World Wide Web. The invention of the World Wide Web changed everything. While ARPANET had already laid the groundwork for digital communication, it was the web that made it accessible to everyday people. Berners-Lee developed HTML, or Hypertext Markup Language, HTTP, or Hypertext Transfer Protocol, and the first web browser, which allowed users to create and share information on linked pages. This was a revolutionary step. Now, people didn't need specialized knowledge to navigate the internet. They could simply click a link and jump from one page to another. The 1990s saw an explosion in the internet's growth. Companies, governments, and individuals rushed to establish an online presence. This period, known as the dot-com boom, saw the rise of early tech giants like Amazon, eBay, and Yahoo. Businesses realized they could sell products online, bypassing the need for physical stores. Newspapers and magazines began publishing online, forever changing the way people consumed news. And perhaps most importantly, search engines like Google revolutionized the way information was accessed. The rise of social media in the early 2000s was another major milestone. Platforms like Friendster, MySpace, and Facebook created a new digital landscape where people could connect, share, and interact in ways never before possible. Suddenly the internet wasn't just a tool for work and research, it was a social space, a marketplace, and an entertainment hub. Services like YouTube and Netflix transformed how we consumed video content, shifting audiences away from traditional television. But alongside these advancements came new challenges. As the internet grew, so did its dark side. Cybercrime became a global issue, with hackers stealing sensitive information, spreading malware, and disrupting businesses. Privacy concerns skyrocketed as companies collected and monetized user data. Governments struggled to regulate this new digital space, leading to debates over online freedom, censorship, and data protection. Another significant issue was the digital divide. While the internet connected billions, millions were left behind due to lack of infrastructure, financial constraints, or political restrictions. In developed countries, high-speed internet became the norm, while many parts of the world still struggled with slow or unreliable connections. Efforts to bridge this gap through satellite internet and affordable broadband became a priority for many organizations and governments. Despite these challenges, the internet continued to evolve. Mobile technology and smartphones brought connectivity to billions more people, making the internet more accessible than ever. In the 2010s, cloud computing changed how businesses operated, while AI-driven algorithms began personalizing content for users. E-commerce thrived, streaming services replaced traditional media, and remote work became more common. Now, as we move into the 2020s, we are entering the era of the Metaverse, a virtual world that could redefine work, education, and social interaction. Companies like Meta, formerly Facebook, are investing billions into creating digital spaces where users can interact in a fully immersive environment. Some believe this will be the next evolution of the internet, while others remain skeptical. Looking ahead, the future of the internet is full of possibilities. AI-driven advancements are making computers smarter and more intuitive. Quantum computing could solve problems that are currently impossible for traditional computers. Blockchain technology is transforming finance and security, while 5G and satellite internet promise to bring high-speed connectivity to even the most remote areas. But as the internet grows more powerful, so do concerns about privacy, regulation, and the ethical implications of a hyper-connected world. The internet began as a military experiment, but it has become a global force that shapes economies, cultures, and human interaction. It has redefined how we access knowledge, communicate, and solve problems. But with great power comes great responsibility. How will humanity navigate the challenges of this digital age? Will we use the internet to empower and educate, or will it become a tool for control and misinformation? The answers will shape the future of civilization. One thing is certain, the internet is still in its infancy. The journey from ARPANET to AI, from the World Wide Web to the Metaverse is just the beginning. The internet is not just a technology, it's a living, evolving entity that will continue to transform the world in ways we have yet to imagine.